folks, we're out here at the King of the Beach in about, let's say about two footers. It's not horrible, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Drew's trying to fix his reel.
I'm having a Janet Jackson.
We're getting set up, lines in the water at 6 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock right now, so we are getting ready to go and see if we can get our kingfish. Lines in, lines in. Let's see what we can do. We've got a few other boats out here. There's some boats that traveled offshore. I'm like, it's rocky right here, as you can see. All right, what we're doing now is we're trolling live mullet and ribbon fish, and we're just trolling over some hard bottom right now, closer to the beaches, as you can see. But one thing that we're looking for is birds. We want to see birds working, and we're seeing a lot of birds now. The sun is just now starting to come up, so we're working this area because there's a lot of birds. They pre-fished here and caught a kingfish. And so we're hoping that the water didn't get too dirty, because the water is pretty filthy right now, and it's rocking and rolling a little bit. But anyway, that's what we're looking for when you're off the beaches. I don't kingfish a lot, so I don't well, matter of fact, I don't kingfish at all. I used to every once in a while when I was guiding, and we would catch kingfish in the bay. But other than that, I don't go out and specifically target them. So this is something kind of new to me, so I'm learning as we go. And if you're interested in fishing for kingfish, there's a lot of fish off the beach, and what you want to look for is the bait pods, and that's key. Is if you can find the bait pods, and you're going to find the kings. And but with this blow, and it mixes up the water, because the water is almost like a pure white right now. So that may have shifted some things, but we'll see. We're gonna continue to do what we're doing, and if that doesn't work, if trolling doesn't work, then we may anchor up and start chumming and go from there. But right now, it's just simply trying to get a king on the troll. Beautiful morning though, a little windy, but not bad. That's another thing we need to try to avoid, because we're like I said, we're over hard bottom, and right now it's stone crab season, so we're having to dodge crab traps, which is, it's just part of the thing. But if you don't know this, during this time of year, the triple tail come out and will hang out right on those crab trap buoys, so you can run these crab trap buoys and look for triple tail. I want to do that. I still have yet to catch a triple tail, so I want to do that, go out there and see what we can do. But right now we're just, like I said, trolling, avoiding the crab traps, and seeing if we can get some fish off this hard bottom.
4-letter.
All right, Ryan.
What's going on?
All right, so Ryan here, he's the kingfisher of the group, and so Ryan, what are we using for bait?
So right now we got some live mullet out. We got one down deep, one up high, trolling over some hard bottom. A couple artificial reefs too. That's where we got a fish yesterday, so we know they're around.
Now what do you have? What are you throwing off there?
So I have dead ribbon fish, frozen ribbon fish. We got that rigged up on a skirt. We're just trolling that way back behind the boat. A little flashy. Maybe attract some fish. Might get a bite on it, hopefully. But we're praying that one of those mullet gets smoked, because there's some big mullet. So.
Well, one thing we do have kind of going against this is when these fronts move through like this and it gets real windy, it muddies up the water pretty good. And that barometric change, that was a good wave right there. I watched that one coming. The barometric change will shut those fish down. It squeezes on their stomach and it makes them very lethargic. So when things like that happen, there's not much you can do about it, because Mother Nature is just Mother Nature, and that's how these fish react. It really does affect them. And this water temperature went from like 74, we were reading as low as 68 this morning. So that quick of a drop from Friday till Sunday can affect things also. So I think the dirty water is not helping us. I think it's making things worse. But even if we try to go quite offshore, it would be horrendous, because we're about 1.5 miles off the beach right now. And as you saw that one that hit the side of the boat, we've got some 3s mixed in. So anyway, well folks, we anchored up on a reef trying to chum these fish. Didn't get any kingfish, but we caught some decent snapper fun while we're waiting for that king hit. We're gonna make another move. It's blustery today, right? Blustery, is that the word?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Frustrating?
It's beautiful, really, but yeah.
Well, as you guys saw, it was a struggle for us trying to find a kingfish. Unfortunately, the way the weather was, it was extremely rough. The areas that the guys pre-fished on Friday completely changed. The water went from a greenish bluish to a white, and it made it very difficult. We trolled, we had live mullet out, we had ribbon fish, we did all kinds of stuff. We tried to do the best that we could do to get ourselves on some kingfish. We found some birds and found some cleaner water. We thought for sure that we were going to get into kingfish. There were some Spanish mackerel fish busting the bait. Unfortunately, we still didn't get hit. That's when we caught the snapper, and I actually found a new spot. So that's kind of cool when you can go out and find new spots and you're not even really looking for them. But since we were anchored up, I thought I'll just drop down a bait, and sure enough, the first one up was a decent fish, and then my second one up was close to about 3 pounds. So being able to go out and catch snapper like that was fun. But I want to say thank you to Ryan from Real Florida Fishing Channel. He has knowledge when it comes to kingfishing and stuff like that. So he was the one to kind of lead us through things, and so he did a great job with that. He did a great job getting the mullet and everything else. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get that bite. And I know a lot of people struggled in the tournament, so it was tough. But it was fun. It's always fun fishing with new guys, and then old friends with Sunray Marine. I appreciate them taking me on the boat with them. That 40-foot Stammus, I've got to say, I was thoroughly impressed with that boat. I was a little shocked, to be honest with you. I thought we were going to get the snot beat out of us, but we didn't. It actually, I told Bill, one of the owners of Sunray, I told him, I said, man, if I could afford this Stammus, I'd buy it from you. But I don't need a 40-foot boat, so maybe later on, if you guys buy more jigs from us, that will help me get that 40-foot. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to them for taking us out. Let's get back and finish up this video. Again, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Let's get back to it. All right, guys, we made it back to the marina. It was just one of those days.
It's tough.
Just didn't happen for us. We caught some mangrove snapper, but just couldn't get that king to bite. I think most people probably had as much trouble as we did. We had the right baits. We had ribbon fish. We had mullet, big mullet, small mullet, so it wasn't like we weren't prepared. It just
didn't work out.
Those clear bird skies. I can speak right now, but it's like it sounds like I've had a beer and I haven't. But anyway, if you guys don't know, and I know a lot of our subscribers are probably cross-subscribed to our channel, to your channel, and they're the Real Florida Fishing Channel. And these guys, they do a lot of offshore fishing.
Yep.
Yeah, they're kind of like us. They don't want to do the snook, redfish, and trout thing anymore. They want to go out and catch different fish and do different things and see different things. So they do a lot of offshore stuff. We're going to do some other videos together. Actually, we're joining forces with Sunray Marine. Of course, Sunray's been a sponsor of mine for a while, and you guys are coming on board. And it was funny. They called me about it, and they said, "Well, you know, are you okay?" And I'm like, Yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't care. It's not a competition.
No,
we're all love to do the same thing.
We want to fish.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna start doing some cross-promoting videos, try to help them get their subscribership up. I know how difficult it is to get those subscribers up.
Yeah.
But once it starts rolling, it starts going.
Yep.
So we're gonna do that. But I want to thank you for taking care of everything today. I'm not a kingfisherman. You handled everything, which was great. We just couldn't get that bite.
Yep.
They got the bite on Friday, but conditions change. As I tell everybody, when those conditions change, it makes things tough, and that water got almost as white as this boat, and it got nasty.
It was sandy, milky.
Yeah.
Where we got the fish the other day, just didn't work out.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was nice finally meeting you in person. We've been going back and forth, but over text messages and stuff like that. But again, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And let's get together soon. As soon as we get our boat back, you guys can come with us in the bay, and then we'll go offshore.
Yeah, we'll bring you out whenever.
Awesome.
Definitely.
All right. Appreciate it, man. All right. Have a good one.
Yep. Take it easy.
And then there's Drew. I love Drew. He's so much fun to poke fun at, but he's a good dude. He's all right.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You texting the girlie? Is that what you're doing?
You filming this?
All right, folks. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for the support. We really, really appreciate that. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.